Just skip me, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you're last.
I think my funniest moment on the team would be just all of the Eau Claire relay meets. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard at a meet in my life, which may have been a little detrimental to my swimming in retrospect. Might not have been my best meet swimming-wise, but it was definitely one of the meets where I had some of the most memorable things happen, I guess. Just a lot of funny things that if I go back and tell them now, they wouldn't be even that funny. But one of them I remember 2 years ago, the deck was super watery and there was just huge puddles everywhere. And Megan and Marissa and Emily and I, we were splashing in the puddles for probably 10 minutes, and we were just splashing each other, looking like total idiots. And then we look up and the entire team was gone from the deck. They had just left, and we all were oh, so we had to run through the hallways and try and find them. We eventually did, and I don't think anyone even noticed we were gone, but we felt so ridiculous. And then I guess everything else that happened at Eau Claire, the hair dyeing was funny, and all of Marissa's Perkins incidents were definitely funny moments on the team for me.
Okay, my funniest / most embarrassing moment was last year. We won sections, and so we all took a team picture afterwards, and we were all smiling for the cameras. You know, the parents all whip out their cameras and they use every device that they own to take 20,000 pictures. So we were smiling, and apparently at one point I got bored and looked away. I don't remember it happening, but it happened. And so Zoe, who graduated last year, was showing me the pictures on her phone, and we were looking at one, and it was really funny because I had a blank face and was looking the complete opposite direction. It was a horrible picture of me, and we just laughed at it, and I was like, oh, that's funny, at least it's just one of the many that we took, because in the rest I was smiling. And so then I just kind of laughed it off, and then the next day, huge posters of this picture are posted around the school. There's probably 5 of them just on the first floor, and it's just huge. I mean, my face is probably this big and all of this. You can see my face, and it was so embarrassing. And I was not happy with that. But it was really funny. So
the 1,000-yard stare. I have a picture of that on my phone.
Yeah, a lot of people have that picture on their phone.
Okay. My funniest moments. Okay, so I was doing I was getting ready to do a dive, and I was just a hurdle dive where I was walking, and right during my hurdle, my knees gave out on me and I collapsed and my butt just slammed on the board and literally I just was bouncing on the board and then I finally just fell into the water. And then on top of that, in True Team State, I think it was the same year, I was getting ready for a dive behind the boards, putting my legs up to do a back 1.5, and my feet slipped under me again, and I also fell on my butt again. So I guess I just have a tendency to fall a lot during the season and hurt myself.
Alright, my embarrassing or funny moment came this year actually in Taper. We were working on our dives, and for whatever reason my goggles just weren't fitting my head that day. I don't know if it was something weird with my hair or just they were loose or something. So we do a dive and swim to the other end, and every single moment I'd come up and my goggles would be flipped over on my cheeks. And then Kylie, who was swimming before me, whenever I came up, she'd laugh at my face because I'm always swimming with my goggles around my neck. And it happened for 10 dives in a row, and it just wasn't a good day. My eyes really hurt.
I think my most embarrassing moment was a couple years ago at the Buffalo meet. Miles made me swim the 100 butterfly, and I'm not a flyer at all. And all I remember was Sarah Lincoln was on the other end cheering for me, and every time I took a breath, I saw her laughing, and I was laughing so hard during my race. I didn't swim well at all.